What if I told you that most of the conflicts depleting your energy daily, music, are not occurring in your actual life, but within your mind? 1 minute you are composed, the next you find yourself caught, music, in a whirlwind of doubt, anxiety, or quiet self-reproach that simply won't release its grip. You revisit past errors. You envision failure, music, before even commencing. You question your own value precisely when strength is most required. The truth is, this isn't due to weakness. It happens because your mind has not received proper training. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, the Stoics, mastered music. This concept long before the modern world saturated our lives with commotion and demands. They recognized, music, that adverse thoughts are not something to be passively accepted. They are something you can challenge, reframe, and ultimately conquer. This isn't about naive optimism or pretending everything is satisfactory. It's about acquiring the ability to govern your inner landscape so that no external circumstance can easily unsettle you. Now, let's explore this further. The initial stride towards dismantling your negative thinking, music, involves curbing the influence of your imagination. Allow me to be candid with you. An untrained mind possesses the capacity to inflict more harm than reality ever could. The majority of negative thoughts do not stem from what is genuinely happening. Instead, they arise from what might happen. You might be sitting peacefully, and abruptly your mind begins to race. What if I fall short? What if they reject me? What if everything goes awry? At this stage, nothing has actually materialized. Yet, your body reacts as though it already has. Your heart pounds. Your mood plummets. Your self-assurance dwindles. Such is the peril of an unchecked imagination. If you permit your imagination to wander freely, it will almost invariably gravitate towards the negative. This is not because you lack resilience, but because the mind is intrinsically wired to identify potential threats. However, here's the crucial insight. Merely because your mind can conceive of something does not render it true or beneficial. The next time your mind conjures a negative scenario, resist the urge to immediately suppress it. Instead, adopt this approach. Allow the thought to surface. Observe it calmly. Respond with fortitude. Your imagination can serve as your music, greatest ally, or your most formidable foe. If left unguided, it will invariably drift towards apprehension. If you discipline it, it will bolster your resolve. That is the Stoic perspective. 2. Embrace reality without opposition. When you resist reality, your mind generates additional difficulties. You rehash the event repeatedly. You contend music with what already exists. You construct narratives about how things should have unfolded. That is precisely where negative thinking sustains itself. The Stoics maintained that suffering originates not from incidents themselves, but from our judgments about them. You do not control the event. You control your reaction. And acceptance is the gateway to exerting that control. It dissipates the emotional clamor, enabling you to think lucidly, act judiciously, and proceed intentionally. That marks the Stoic transformation, and that is where music, inner strength begins. 3. Cultivate inner fortitude through consistent daily discipline. Let me convey the unvarnished truth. You cannot mentally escape negativity if your life lacks foundational structure. As a Stoic, you must lead your life with discipline, not for self-restriction, but to fortify your very being. You must awaken music promptly, undertake necessary tasks, even when disinclined, and honor your commitments. These actions foster self-respect, and self-respect diminishes negative thinking. An individual who honors promises made to themselves begins to trust music themselves, and that trust transforms into a protective barrier. Begin modestly, make one pledge to yourself each day, and uphold it, regardless of circumstances. Remember, consistency builds identity. Identity shapes thought. Step 4. Always scrutinize the narrative your mind presents to you. Most negative thinking does not arise from actual events. Music, it stems from how we interpret those events. Your mind is perpetually weaving stories. The challenge is, it often constructs them hastily, emotionally, and without verifying the facts. The Stoics referred to these reactions as impressions. They held that your initial thought is automatic, but your assent to music, it is a deliberate choice. Put simply, you cannot prevent a thought from appearing, but you can decide whether to lend it credence. Consider it akin to someone knocking at your door. You did not extend an invitation, yet you still choose whether to permit them entry. When a negative thought arises, do not confront it emotionally. Examine it dispassionately. Ask yourself, what precisely is this thought? What evidence supports its validity? What evidence contradicts it? Am I making an assumption, or do I possess certain knowledge? Most negative thoughts falter at this juncture. They are conjectures, not established truths. Remember, your mind is a formidable storyteller, but it is not invariably a truthful one. The Stoic path is not to silence the mind, but to train it, to listen attentively, to question judiciously, and to select beliefs with conscious intent. Because once you cease uncritically accepting every negative thought, you reclaim agency. And that is where genuine liberation commences. Step 5. Root yourself in the present moment. Most negative thinking thrives by disengaging you from the here and now. However, the Stoics understood this distinctly. They knew that your power resides exclusively in music, the present moment, neither in yesterday nor in tomorrow, only in what you can accomplish right now. You are not required to master your entire existence today. You merely need to navigate this moment, music, adeptly. The Stoics believed that a virtuous life is constructed in the same manner as a robust wall, one brick at a time. Each brick represents a present moment managed with diligence and care. Accumulate enough of these, and your life, music, will achieve stability. Negative thinking weakens when it has nowhere to conceal itself, and it cannot endure in a mind fully absorbed by the present. Therefore, when your thoughts begin to spiral, refrain from attempting to conquer them all at once. Simply return, music, to your breath, to your current task, to what lies directly before you. That is where your strength is found.